Hey everybody, it's Sean here. I just wanted to have a little talk with you guys about sleep. And, um, for a while I really battled with sleep. And I noticed too, as my practice started to progress, there would be times where I would work really, really hard in my practice and it would really, really disrupt my sleep. And I know that some of us struggle for sleep for a multitude of reasons. I guess I just want to give a couple pointers or suggestions when you're tossing and turning. In the middle of the night and having trouble sleeping. A couple things that I do is one, I don't wait. Part of being a yogi is learning how to adapt and be within the moment of the experience enough to be aware that, and especially seeing the patterns of this might last for a long time. If I just sit here and I fight it, an hour is going to turn into 2 hours, into 3 hours, and suddenly I've lost my whole night of sleep. And as opposed to just sitting there trying to fight that cycle, getting up and doing something about it right away, I find is very key. Typically, your body has come into some sort of fight or flight response, either because you didn't fall asleep when you were supposed to fall asleep, especially if you notice maybe around 5 or 6, you start feeling a little groggy and then you fight it a little bit, or because of family distractions or work distractions, you work beyond that point and all of a sudden you're wide awake. Well, you've hit sort of a fight or flight second wind, and it's going to be very hard to fall asleep at that point, even though your body needs it. So, usually the nervous system is agitated in some way, and it's time to figure out little tricks and nuances to your nervous system and what it needs. And for everybody, that's going to be a little different. When I had a heavy practice that would affect my sleep, it was usually because my psoas and iliacus were agitated, which are heavily part of that fight or flight mechanic. My erectors might have been agitated as well. So a little bit of a yoga practice would go a long way to try to help that. And I do have a link that will have some yoga poses that will help with that kind of thing. I also would make tea, chamomile tea, some sort of bedtime tea, something that could help calm me down. Other things that really, really go a long way to help would be some golden milk. Um, don't be fooled by store-bought golden milks, those type of things. You really need to load up on turmeric in order for it to be effective, and you want a little bit of black pepper in there as well. So usually when I do it, it's got about 2 tablespoons of turmeric in it. That might sound like a lot, but if you want the effects of the turmeric, you have to put a lot in there. So, however that recipe looks for you, turmeric with black pepper and whatever else you want to put in there, milk of your choice, that kind of thing. Uh, I also have used and like the effects of magnesium. If you are somebody who is drinking a lot of RO water, um, you're not getting the minerals that you need. And if you are getting the minerals from food and plants and other things like that, that's all well and good, but the RO water is serving to flush you out. So I would perhaps transition over to a more mineral, like mineral water type thing, spring water, that kind of thing, or adding back your own minerals. But sometimes we're leaching out some of that stuff and our body's missing out on things like magnesium. Getting a little magnesium in the body, especially before bed, can just help the nervous system calm down. But again, responding to it right away. So noticing the tossing and turning within the first 10 minutes. Get up, do a little bit of a yoga practice immediately, a little bit of pranayama, a little bit of breath, something to calm the nervous system down, and then have some tea, have some of the magnesium, have some golden milk, whatever you need to do. Also, of course, a bath or a warm shower can also go a long way to help calming and soothing the nervous system. And it would be better to spend an hour doing something to calm your nervous system down. Hopefully, it doesn't take that long, but it would be better to spend an hour doing that than an hour tossing and turning that could turn into the whole day and just whole night's sleep lost. So hopefully this video helps you understand a little bit about that. But thank you again for watching, and thanks for your support in these videos. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and wonderful night's sleep. Yeah, have a good day. Bye.